What's up, everybody? We are back this time with the 2021 free agency and off season after our huge letdown of a season in the 2021 year. So yeah, we finished 4-12. Ended up with the number 1 overall pick, which was, I don't know how we did. Accrued. I don't know. We picked up some injuries that did not help the situation, namely Kareem Hunt getting his shoulder blade fractured week 1, or maybe it was in preseason. I don't remember. I'm trying to repress those bad thoughts. But yeah, if you're wondering where's Brian Flores, well, he is on the unemployment line for the NFL coaches. We have Sweatpants Man. I don't know what his name is. He's not going to be there for long. We're going to hire somebody else, but we haven't quite made it to where I can do that just yet. But in the meantime, let's address a few things here. Laramie Tunsil, trying to get him to re-sign. I've negotiated all season long, have been unable to do so. So, we're going to attempt this final offer here, and he's going to do that. I could franchise tag him again, but I think he would just cost an absurd amount of money. I'd be better off just trying to sign him in free agency. I'm going to let Cody Whitehair go. I think Alex Collins can kick rocks. Kyle Long has regressed. He's 33 years old, so I'm going to let him go as well. I really don't know what I need to do with Josh Rosen, and here's why I say that. He's 78 overall, which is pretty good, considering if you look at, he's number 21 quarterback in the league based on overall. He's top 14%. Okay, so maybe he's not as good as I recall him being. Curious who all is ahead of him in terms of quarterbacks, but we will look at that here shortly. I'm going to do something a little bit different than I normally do for the free agency video, which is going to be like a hybrid off-season free agency, I think is the better way to term that. But I'm going to let Kayvon Webster go. Morgan Fox, he's 27. He's not wanting a whole lot. I'm not against keeping him. He'll take 2, 800. Yeah, I mean, that's fair, because I was trying to get him for cheap. Jason Sanders, I'll 2.2, 6 million over 2 years. I mean, that's 3 per. Yeah, that's fair as well. Kalen Balaj, I would like to pick him up. I'll go 780, 2.2, because I want him for 4. He's a pretty good backup. Probably gave him a little more than he needed. Letting Isaiah Ford go. I'll let Manhurts go. Tyrod can go. I love Preston Williams, but don't think he's in our future, unfortunately, so I'll let him go as well. So onward to what I was going to cover. Oops, wrong button. Roster. Quarterbacks. I mean, who are the top rated guys? Mahomes, Luck, Wilson, Mayfield, Watson, Luke Jackson, Lamar. Who's Luke Jackson? Lamar Jackson, Sam Darnold, Jared Goff, Carson Wentz, Cam Newton, Kyler Murray, Mariota, Dak Prescott, Josh Allen. Don't know why I said Dak real funny. Mitchell Trubisky, James Winston, Derek Carr, Jimmy Garoppolo, Jacoby Brissett, and then Josh Rosen and Dwayne Haskins. Stafford, Cousins, Ryan, Dalton, Rodgers have all regressed mightily. So I'll let the cat out of the bag. What I was going to attempt to do was hope a guy like Kirk Cousins or Matt Ryan or Andy Dalton, Aaron Rodgers would have been available in free agency, and I was going to attempt to sign them for just a couple of years, similar to the Tom Brady to Tampa Bay thing. But all of these guys are lower overall than what I've already got, which is fine. And I don't think any of these top guys are going to be available. There's a way to check that, so let me do so. We'll go to salaries over here. I may cut some of my own folks. Alright, Rosen and Taylor both have 0 years left. We'll just do a quick run through here. Andy Dalton's going to be free agent. Is that Tavares Jackson? I don't think so. It's going to be somebody else. Tyree Jackson. R.I.P. Tavares Jackson. Just quickly skimming through this. PJ Walker, or Philip Walker, I think is actually what his name on here. Interesting story. He balled out in the XFL. Don't know if anybody watched the XFL, but was he on the Houston Renegades? Maybe. I don't know. He's at a Temple. He played at Temple, if I do recall. Yeah, college Temple. Yeah. But yeah, there's an interesting little tidbit for you. E-Stick, don't want him. Bullocks. Garoppolo's got 1 year left. That's interesting. He probably gets re-signed though. Dang, he's gonna be 30? That's weird. Kirk Cousins will be a free agent, but not really my cup of tea. He's such a low overall. Mason Rudolph. That guy. Yeah. So, not really looking at many options as far as quarterbacks go, free agent wise, unless people get cut, which I actually want to look and see if there's anything worth cutting or maybe even trading, and wouldn't mind picking up some first round pieces. Xavier Howard, Laremy Tunsil. I wonder if I can. I don't think I can. I think it cuts it off and it keeps you from doing that. Could have tried and traded Laremy Tunsil. Mike Hilton's got 1 year left on his contract. Brooks. All these guys are about to be gone. Gotcha. I mean, there's not really money saving opportunities here, I don't think. I'll let Ledbetter go. When did I re-sign him to a contract? I think it was I signed him to practice squad. That's what it was. I don't think I can trade. Yeah, I can't trade right now. All right, so this is what we're going to go ahead and go into free agency, and then we'll try to address some holes, which I don't really have any holes. I mean, quarterback is about the only thing, but even then, I just realized I let Josh Rosen go to free agency. I was going to attempt to re-sign him, but here we are. Xavier Howard can play again. That's great news. Doesn't really help us now since we're in the off season, but first thing we're gonna do is go hire a coach. I did attempt to try to hire Jeff Womack, and it says that he signed with me, but I'm so confused of why the way this works. Because it says, if you look, it says offer rejected, but then it says signed with Dolphins. But then it says that Mike Zimmer signed with the Dolphins, but he didn't sign with me because I didn't offer him. And it says Landrum signed with me. I didn't offer him either. I'm confused.com. Let me just check real quick and see what the staff says. Yeah, it says I don't have anybody, which is weird to me. Well, now I can't. Okay, whatever. I have 42 million in cap space, so let's see what we can do with it. JJ Watt is available at 33 years old, but he is available. That's an interesting thought. Jason Kelsey is available, 88 overall. Yes, let's go get him. 2 years, 6 million, 415, 93 points. We're under Denver. I don't really want to sign him for just one season, but I guess I will. We'll keep the bonus. We'll actually bump it a couple points and then see if we can get something decent out of it. Alright, so we're right behind Denver. I actually mistakenly in the previous offseason said I get 3 strikes. It's actually I get an initial offer, then I get to adjust it once. So I was wrong on that one. Laremy Tunsil's getting a lot of money thrown at him. I might as well throw my hat in the ring as well. 8.9, 4.95, which is I think similar to what I offered him. He's not a fan of that, so we will adjust. We will do that. And he's still not digging it. He must not like us, which is fair. Rashawn Evans, former Titan. Don't really need him. Michael Gallup is there. Don't really need him either. JJ Watt. They're not throwing much money at him. I'm not against throwing some money at him if he's want to sign for something reasonable. We'll go 11.2.725. 93, which is well above anybody. So we're going to drop that even more. We'll just do 7.5 and 11. 7.05 and 11. So I didn't drop it a whole lot. Actually, I only dropped it 1 point, and I saved a little bit of money in the process. If he signs with us, that's awesome. Because I'm still not against trading Wilkins. 76 overall. We've got that Hobbs kid right there. 8 points less on overall, 1 year younger. But he could get better. And I can also draft somebody again. But if I can get JJ Watt at 94, would be awesome. Or but JJ at outside linebacker, I ain't even got to get rid of what's his name? I want to withdraw my offer from Remy just because that's taking up a lot of cap room. I just realized that. Kind of want to withdraw my offer from JJ as well because it's so much better than the Giants. And then hopefully he'll still be there for next week. That's what we're doing. We're withdraw because I don't want to burn on my cap on just like 1 or 2 guys. Let's see. I'm just kind of. I just realized I'm not going to get any kind of scheme matches because I don't have a head coach right now. So that's unfortunate. Let's see. And don't know where to sign. Don't know where to sign things or people. I guess I'll advance a week real quick, and hopefully something good or bad happens, or only good happens. Okay. I hired somebody. Who? I didn't hire this person. This wasn't me. I didn't do that. I came back from injury. Welcome back, Brandon Brooks. I think Kareem Hunt's the only one left. Or Jerome Baker might be. No. I'm about to fire him too because it's not what I wanted. It won't let me fire him. What is this? I'm pissed. I'm genuinely don't know what to do because it won't let me fire him. And I don't want this sack of trash. It sets me back. That is stupid. But here we are. Not much I can do about it. Actually, let me go over here and change my schemes to be proper. It'd be up here, actually. Honestly, just gave me the biggest, like, downer. Alright, let's see here. .76 vertical zone. Actually, that's probably what it was anyway. Base 4-3. We're 3-4 under team. You can like it or get out. He's using Sean McDermott's playbook. What is this? I don't have a center right now, which is fair. I ain't got a whole lot of anything. Says my team is doing pretty. I mean, still a decent overall. Me missing so many people. All right. No, I'm so flustered because I didn't get the head coach I wanted. Is Jason Kelsey still available? No. The answer is no. JC Treader. I might have to go sign him. Anthony Costanzo. Kalichi Simile. JC Treader. Marcus Gilbert. Robert Nicomedici. Actually, where did JJ go? He went to the Giants. Nice, good for him. Lawrence Guy, defensive tackle, don't need him. Taco Charlton. We do need a kicker, I just realized that. Brandon McManus is available, so is Jason Myers. Jason Sanders all the way down yonder. Kamey Fairbairn. I like to get somebody that's fairly young but still got a good overall to him. Fairbairn and Elliott are the two younger ones. They're pretty good. I'll sign Fairbairn, why not? 1.2 at 2.5. Pretty good offer. I'll lower it a smidgen. Actually, let me I'm gonna go 4 years. Job security's got to mean something to me. He didn't like that, but he'll get over it. Punter. I re-signed Matt Hawk, so I don't need anybody. I don't know what I need to go after here at this point. Phillip Rivers is 80 overall. That's interesting. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. I probably shouldn't, but I will. 80 overall, X Factor. He's 39. I was going to try to do this anyway with somebody else. Kind of works out, so I'm gonna go ahead and do it. 1 year. I'll go 2. And probably regret it, but I will lower the salary. Alright, he's at 90. The Bengals are really wanting him, apparently. I'll sign him to a 1 year deal. I'll bump this back up because I would like to have him. Probably more than he deserves. Still falling short on that one. Where did dang. So Josh Rosen has already been signed by the Patriots. He's gonna whoop my ass for the next however many years. 5 years. I'm gonna regret that. I got Kalen Balazs Cream Hunt, so I'm good at halfback. Though I'll probably draft one as well in case somebody wants to fracture the shoulder blade again. Antonio Callaway, Anthony Miller, Kiki Kuti. Wouldn't mind picking up another. Well, no, because Armin showed out, so I don't really need another wide receiver. Wouldn't mind having a third tight end since we lost Hurts. There's a blocking Dalton Schultz. He's 75 overall. He'd be over Waiters. He maybe wants a little more than I'm wanting to give at the moment. There's Hurts again. We'll reassess that eventually. Left tackle, who's available? Where did Laremy went to the Vikings? 34.6 over 4. I guess he just didn't want to go back to Miami because I felt like I offered something similar. Actually, I know I did because I was giving him 4.9 roughly on signing bonus, and he got a 19.9, and I was giving him, how much was I giving him for salary? I can't remember. That deal is not that much worse than what I was offering him, but whatever. Cam Robinson, dang, he's kind of young. Yeah, I'm not against picking him up, but they're throwing a lot of money at him. Colton Miller is the same age, he's just not the same scheme. It's Greg Robinson. He fits my scheme, but I don't really need him. Probably wouldn't hurt to pick up another outside linebacker, but maybe not somebody that would take over, like a Leon Jacobs. Or Chandler Jones even. I wouldn't mind having him. Actually, I think I will go after him. He's 32, he's 74 overall. He'll serve decent depth. I'm going to lowball him because I don't think anybody has offered at this point. Shaquem Griffin. There's Christian Kirksey. Corners. Holton Hill. He's not getting offered too good of a. There's Justin Coleman. Josh Norman's old ass. He's 25. He's not getting offered much. The Jets at 75. Let's see if we can get 4 years out of him. What's wrong way? I'll go 2.5. I'll do that. That's fair. 92 overall in points. I'll drop it. 6.3, 2.3. 87. Okay, so maybe he'll take it. I think I'm gonna stick it right there for right now, and just see what happens. I'm gonna scout these players real quick, and then I will be with you next week. I will try to show you the my draft board. I think I get to show it free agency 4, so I'll show it to you then and kind of see what our plan for the draft's going to be. This is going to be interesting to say the least. All right, we're back. We got Holton Hill. Phillip Rivers said no. Chandler Jones said yes, and Kaimi Fairbairn said yes. So still struggling on the quarterback train. Looking more and more like we're going to have to draft a quarterback, which is fine. I'm more okay with it this season than I am last season because the quarterback class this year is pretty okay. Which I will show y'all the next week. But let's take another gander at free agency. If Phillip Rivers is still there, I'm still open to throwing money at him. He's not still there, so it's all for nothing. I've got 29.5. I could probably trade down in the draft and get some more picks. I don't know who I would want to trade anyway. Let's just keep looking and see if there's anything that stands out to me. I'm not against going to get Dalton Schultz and putting him in the depth. Maybe better off getting somebody else though, a little cheaper, like Manhurts, just re-signing Manhurts. He's still 70 overall. I'll hold off. I did draft Kershaw to be the left tackle of the future. He's 23 at 73 overall, so I guess I'm fine with that. Worst case scenario, I just move. I can adjust. I can move Davis from right tackle to left tackle if it works better that way. What about my right guard position? 78 overall, so I'm fine there. Probably wouldn't hurt to pick up another right end, though I may do that in the draft. Hampton is 79 overall. I mean, that's pretty good, I guess, for a 23-year-old, but I feel like it should be progressing a little quicker than that. I think I'm going to go grab Leon Jacobs. I was already looking at that. He's apparently getting a pretty good offer from the Chargers, so we'll just have to wait and see. We'll go 3 and then 105 and go from there. Alright, so I'm going to have to come up a decent amount here. I'll go 3 years at 3.3, 1.08. Still not quite there, but he could still sign with us. We've seen it happen before. Let's check the right outside linebacker. I mean, we did pick up Chandler Jones. I did forget about that. So if we don't get him, it's not a big deal. Corners. I think I'll grab. Do I want the aging Josh Norman? He's getting a lot of money thrown at him. Pierre Desser, Malcolm Butler. I picked up Holton Hill. I don't need anybody. I just realized that. I'm dumb. Let's go looking. Actually, I'm gonna do this off camera. I'm gonna look through my roster and see if there's anybody worth trading. Trying to get some picks from, and then I will reconvene with you. I'm also going to scout, and then I'll reconvene with you when something is worth putting on camera. Okay, after a little bit of researching to see who needed what, San Francisco's biggest need was a cornerback, which worked out for me. Looked at the depth chart, and Mike Hilton was number 2 at 84 overall behind Xavier Howard. Plus, we had Jordan Lewis, and we just signed Holton Hill. Both of those guys are high 70s on the verge of 80 overall. So I didn't feel the need to keep Hilton. Plus, he was going to be a huge cap hit. I'm able to save a lot of money by sending him to San Francisco. In the process, we went from having the 27th pick of this year's draft. I was able to keep my number 1 overall. Moved up from the 27th pick to the 19th pick, while also picking up San Francisco's projected overall 14th overall pick for next season, their first round pick for next season. Had to give away this year's second round pick, but I was also able to grab their third round pick for next year. So I was able to move up for this year's draft in the first round from 27 to 19. Picked up a first round pick for next year. I did lose out on my second round pick for this year, but I grabbed their third round, and with my number 1 overall pick, I might be able to get a pretty solid grab from somebody depending on the offers. And I'm looking to possibly move back just to kind of give you an idea of what I'm looking at here. We will slide over to standings. So I had the worst record. Obviously, I'm number 1 pick. The Lions are 2, Bucks are 3, Patriots 4, Cardinals 5, Broncos 6, Giants 7, Bengals 8, and so on and so forth. But I was looking through the rosters. The only team that I can see in like the top 5 or 6 that would probably take a quarterback are the Lions. The Bucks have Jameis. The Patriots just signed Josh Rose, and the Cardinals have Kyler. The Broncos are iffy. They could take somebody, but they got Teddy Bridgewater. He's a 78-ish overall person. My phone just buzzed. The Giants likely to take a quarterback. I think that's one of their top 3 needs. So if I trade back, I prefer to trade back in front of the Giants. With my only concern being the Lions taking a quarterback in front of me. But I think everybody else I'd be okay, which is fine. Like I said, there are a few decent quarterbacks projected first round talent and just overall projection. So it should be okay to do. Let me look and see free agency real quick. I may have already done this. Yeah, I offered Leon Jacobs. I may not do that. I may back out of that just because I was looking through my depth chart and we are lacking in a lot of areas. Namely, believe it or not, wide receiver. So, but I do have a little more cap room now after I got rid of Mike Hilton, so I may go sign a wide receiver just on the back end here. Somebody that's that would be just decent, but not too much money. There's Darius Slayton, Terry Godwin. I'd re-sign Preston Williams, though I want to kind of get a little bit better, and also may draft a receiver. I'll go with Marvin Jones. No, I won't. He's 32. Just kidding. What about DJ Chark? He's 25. I'll go with him. Younger and a little bit cheaper. I'll give him a 3-year deal. Just a flat 9 total million. I may drop it just a teensy bit. 84. He may take that. If he doesn't, it's fine. No biggie. Like I said, I may draft somebody as well. Probably wouldn't hurt to grab a offensive tackle for depth purposes. I mean, Robinson is an option, but he's wanting a little much for my blood to be a backup. Or depth, or however you prefer to call it. Alright, actually I'm going to leave it where we are and then move forward. We're advancing. DJ Chark took our contract. Leon Jacobs did not. All is well, no issues. Alright, so let's look and see what we got. We don't have a center. We only have 2 halfbacks. Joe Campbell's a quarterback right now, but that is not going to be. It's not going to be the situation shortly. Juju, and then Devontae, DJ Chark. And then Armin Norman and Steve Whitlock. I don't know who this Thomas kid is, but I'm going to assume he's probably a tight end or something off the practice squad. Alright. Got Xavier Howard, Jordan Lewis, and then Holton Hill, and then Brent Nakey there at the 4th corner spot. Hampton, Wilkins, Gottschall, Miles Jack, who's an X Factor now. That's awesome. There. Jerome Baker is hurt, that's why he is underneath Mr. Posey, but otherwise Baker would be above him. McMillan, Jamison, Minka, and Wright, the deep positions. Did we sign? Yeah, we signed Fairbairn. Cool. Alright, so offensive line, per the pattern it seems, offensive line is going to be a focus, but I think quarterback is going to be our first main pickup. Let's see. I'm going to scout real quick, and then I will discuss the draft board. Alright, so I went through and scouted my last chance, and my phone is buzzing again. It's great timing. Let's see. So obviously, the top overall guy, Howie Madden, quarterback, out of Notre Dame, field general. It doesn't fit our scheme. Not too concerned with that though, because at the end of the day, I need something. Let's just take a quick gander at quarterbacks in general. This is what I was talking about. We've got 4 guys with first-round talents. 2 are projected to go in the first round, 2 in the second. But after that, kind of falls off. I'll pick him up, put him on the board just in case. We got this David Batten guy. He's a 4th-round projection with 2nd-round talent. Didn't end up scouting anybody else because kind of learned that if you scout the first time, you kind of check and see what their first rating is. If it's an A, it might be worth scouting further. Also, just recently got combine grades on the far right there, and nobody else's combine grade really stood out except maybe this Brent Parrish, the guy. But as early as I want to take a quarterback, I'm going to get one of these top 4 guys for sure. There's no doubt in my mind. As far as if I stay at 1 and draft 2 I won't, I'll probably just take the top overall guy, Howie Madden. I mean, A+ throw power, A throw accuracy short. He's got and then A- throw mid. He's got a 4.4 combine grade, which is the same as Rashawn Horn. But then Brandon Hart has got a 5.6. But he's more of an improviser. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for more of a field general or a strong arm kind of guy. So my preference is going to be Howie Madden, but I'll take whoever is there. Moving forward, halfbacks. I did look into some halfbacks because it's quite possible that I need one at some point. Scouted several guys. Tried to stay within my scheme for most of them. I didn't get to finish scouting him. Ran out of points. There's a lot of guys down here that I didn't want to scout. But this guy here in the 4th round projection, he's got a 2nd round talent. Might try to grab him. Raphael Rooks. That's hard to say. And then Roosevelt Sellers as well as a 2nd round talent with 2nd round projection. No fullbacks this year. We already got one. I looked at several wide receivers. Of course, this was earlier in the season when I started scouting these guys, and I think I kind of gave up on it. But there are 3 really good guys here in the 1st round that I probably won't have a chance to take. Past that, I don't know anything about the wide receivers. Quite unfortunate. Tight ends, I didn't scout any. Left tackles, I looked at a lot. I've got several options here. I got 1st round and 1st round talent in the 2nd round, 2nd round and the 3rd round, another 1, 2, another 2nd and a 3rd, another 2nd and a 3rd, a 3rd and a 4th, a 5th and the 6th, a 5th and the 6th, a 6th that may go undrafted. I will try to grab him if he is there. Came my way down here. This guy, he had a 4.9 combine, but he's not projected to do anything too swell. Didn't scout either of these 2 guys here. And they had better combine grades, but I think the reason I scouted him is because he was in my scheme, and that was prior to the combine grades. I'll mark these guys just in case. Left guard, looking a whole lot better than it was. For the tackles, I say that, but the tackles is actually pretty good. I mean, we got some good options, though I didn't get to scout a whole lot. Centers, pretty sparse, so this DJ Cochran guy probably will be the one that I go after in the 1st round with one of my 1st round picks. I have 2 at the moment, and I might have more. Depends on what happens with draft offers. Right guard, we have a 2nd round talent that could make it to the 3rd round. Didn't really pursue that much more. A couple of guys with some good combines that might go undrafted. Right tackle, we got a couple of decent options. This Joe Drummond guy, don't know why, but the game kept glitching and wouldn't let me scout him completely. But I'm going to assume that he's probably 1st round talent with a 7.1 combine grade. He's got 2 A- grades right there. So I'm going to assume he's pretty legit. Carl Sampson, left end, though he don't really fit my scheme. He is an option for me. I didn't scout anything else there. Right ends, I have several 1st round guys here that could be options. A defensive tackle, not against taking a defensive tackle. I actually want to say that Floyd Murray might have been a draft story, and I just scouted him for that purpose. And then Kyle Luckett, he's already on my thing. 3rd round projection, but he's 2nd round talent. He might be worth looking at. I didn't scout any more of them. Outside linebackers were a minefield this year. I have 1 green diamond, and it's an undrafted projection with undrafted talent, so it's not like it was that special. All these guys are looking like busts. Middle linebacker, the top guy, Tanner Watson, looks to be pretty legit, though I don't really need a middle linebacker, so it's not like it mattered. He had a good combine grade, so I scouted him, but Ashley Randolph did too. I don't know what my thought process there was. I think I was going more of a later round projection because I had several later round picks, 2 4s, a 5, 6, and I think 3 7s, but you can't see the third 7 there. There's another guy, third round talent, the 5th round projection. Nothing else. Again, outside linebacker was pretty much a minefield. I didn't scout as many of these guys as I did the left outside linebackers. Corners looking pretty good. Tyrell Meadows, Dwayne Farley, Derek St. Clair is a first round talent in the 2nd round. Isaiah Hadley, Don Oliver is a 2nd round talent in the 3rd round. There's a 3rd round talent in the 4th round, Deion Robinson. There's a few guys I didn't get to finish scouting all the way. Combine grades for corners, though, in my previous Madden franchise experiences, don't necessarily mean they are good takes, especially on the back end. You could have, just some guys that just have a really good combine, but they don't have anything else going for them. Didn't scout safeties, didn't feel the need to, or kickers and punters. So that's kind of where we're at. Hopefully I can fall back a few spots, pick up some more draft picks, and still get Howie Madden. If not, my backup plan is probably going to be one of these 2 guys. Let's see. He's early 1st rounder, and then he's mid 1st rounder. So I guess we'll go with Rashawn Horn because he's got a point better on the combine grade. His throw power is the same. His throw accuracy mid is a little worse. His throw on the run is a little worse, but he's apparently better in terms of that. If you look there, it says talent, early 1st rounder. So interesting. They're both 6'6", both the same weight. His combine's not too hot. He was 2nd in bench press. Rashawn Horn, I mean, his wasn't just great. He was 2nd in broad jump, but 1st in bench press. So I don't think I could go wrong with either one, but I'm going to go with Rashawn Horn just because the game is saying he's an early 1st rounder in terms of talent. In terms of talent, as I choke him on spit, he's late 1st rounder. Though he was number 1 in the 3-cone and the 20 shuttle. That's interesting. Who was the quicker of the 2? He's a 5'2", 540. He had a 5'2", 840, so I mean they're about the same. Maybe we'll be able to get Howie Madden. What was his combine? I mean, he didn't just show out or anything, so it's not like he was that impressive. We'll take one of these 3 guys though. Most likely Howie Madden, if he's there, will be the guy we take. If not, I think it'll be Rashawn Horn, and if for some reason he's not there with a 2nd round projection, with one of my 1st round picks, I'll go Sean Reynolds. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens there. Past that, we need to grab a center. Just offensive line in general probably wouldn't hurt, but a center. Thinking DJ Cochran because center is pretty much a minefield after him. And then try to grab one of these lift tackles in the mid rounds. And then past that, don't know. I guess we'll be drafting for depth. So let's end the episode there. I'm going to go straight to the draft just to keep the momentum going, because I'm actually interested to see how the draft turns out. So I'm going to go ahead and advance to the draft, and then I'm going to cut the episode, and I will see y'all for the next episode, the 2021 draft. Hopefully we can finally put it together and make something happen. Still upset that we got this Joe Blow, nobody head coach that I did not want.
Who the fuck is that guy? Who the fuck is that?
Because the game's retarded and is like, hey, you signed this guy, but he rejected your offer. And then it says, well, Mike Zimmer signed with you, even though I couldn't offer him. And it said he signed with me, but he wouldn't. Anyways, so I'm going to end the episode on that note. I'll pick it back up for the draft. I'll see you then. As always, I don't know how to end episodes, so I'm just going to end it.
Who the fuck is that guy?